Hello everyone, my name is Patricia J. Bantise from Biped Way. So I will discuss the basic soccer skill. So soccer is a sport unlike almost all others as the feet are needed for technical skills more than the hands. A number of fundamental skills are needed to play soccer with advanced players able to build on the fundamental skills for more complex and precise dribbling, passing, and shooting. The skills of a soccer player also vary from one position to another with a goalkeeper needing much different skills with the field player. So, yung larong soccer o yung basic soccer skills ay alam naman natin na hindi ito ginagamitan ng ating kamay, tama pa? So, ang laging ginagamit sa soccer ay kundi yung ulo natin ay yung paa natin at hindi siya masyadong ginagamitan ng kamay kasi bawal. So, yung goalkeeper daw at yung field player ay magkaiba ng skills. Bakit? Kasi iba yung skills ng goal player at iba rin yung skills ng field player. Kaya dapat mas may alam or dapat mas need, ibig sabihin, kailangan na different skills yung isang goalkeeper. So, let's proceed to the different way to pass the ball. Inside of the foot. So, meron palang different kinds or different ways to pass the ball. Siyempre, alam naman natin na yung soccer ay ipinapasa sa mga ka-teammate, di ba? Hindi naman pwede na ikaw lang yung laging na go-goal ng isang bola. Dapat din na kasama mo yung mga ka-teammate mo. So, inside of the foot. The inside of the foot pass is also known as the push pass, as the ball is pushed and not struck with a sharp blow. So, yung inside of the foot ay tinatawag din na push pass. Halimbawa, ito yung dalawang mong paa at andito yung bola. So, ang tawag doon ay inside of the foot. Dapat mong bantayan yung bola at dapat na hindi maagaw ng kalaban yung bola doon sa loob ng iyong dalawang paa. So, the second one is the inside of the foot. Outside of the foot. Outside of the foot, it is modification to the instep drive kick using an instep drive technique but contacting the ball with the portion of the foot just to the outside of the shoelace. Kung kanina may inside of the foot, ngayon naman outside of the foot. So, yung outside of the foot, ito naman yung, halimbawa, ito naman yung paa mo. Yung dalawang mong paa. At andito yung bola. So, yung bola na yun ay malapit doon sa may shoelace mo or sa outside ng shoelace mo. At ito rin yung gagamitin mong pangsipa papunta doon sa papunta doon sa ka-teammate mo. At ito rin yung gagamitin mo para maipasa yung bola sa kalaban mo.
Good day everyone, I am Mariana Diaz from Biped Way. So my report is to receiving a ball. So when we say receiving a ball, it is the second most important thing in soccer pagkatapos ng passing a ball. Sabi nga dito na if you don't know how to receive a ball, hindi ka marunong maglaro ng soccer. Kapag hindi ka marunong mag-receive ng bola. Every time you receive a pass from a teammate, you need to know what to do with the ball. Dapat alam mo kung ano yung gagawin sa bola kapag naipasa na sa'yo. When receiving a ball, you will generally be in movement. Nasa movement ka pa rin. And when trapping a ball, you will often stand still. Let us proceed to different way to pass the ball. So, we have here the position of the ball in aerial, chest, and knee control. So, makikita natin sa picture kung saan yung chest control, dito tatama yung bola or ito yung gagamitin natin sa paggamit ng bola. And from the knee control is from our knee. So, makikita nga natin sa picture yung position ng bola pag yung knee ang gagamitin natin. Next is when the ball is in field, outside and inside the foot. So, makikita natin sa picture yung position ng bola at saka yung paa natin from inside foot to outside foot. Next is dribbling. The goal of dribbling is to move the ball quickly when whenever needed. So, yun nga, dribbling kung saan yung bola is na-move ng mabilisan na malapit sa katawan nung player or nung isang naglalaro. Kung saan, dun mas naiisip ng player, mas mabilis na naiisip ng player o ng naglalaro kung paano i-pass, i-shoot, or i-change yung direction kung kinakailangan. So next is matatakal natin yung different way of dribbling a ball in soccer. So first nga dito is yung inside of the foot or the push pass represents the most basic pass in soccer. Yung bola dito is sinisipa siya with the inside of the foot. So, yung paa, it must be turned at the ankle and the leg rotated at the hip so that the toes are pointed 90 degrees to the outside from the way the body is facing. Next is outside of the foot. So, when we say outside of the foot, it is a modification to the in-step drive kick using an in-step drive technique by contacting the ball with that portion of the foot just to the outside of the shoelaces. And for the last ways of dribbling a ball in soccer is using a sole or ball part of the foot. So, dito nga is yung sole kasi is bottom. So, bottom ng foot to trap, stop, or roll away from defenders. Yung pinaka-best part na pag-use natin ng sole or yung bottom ng paa natin is pwede mo siyang i-forward or backward and left and right. So, pwede ka rin in a diagonal angles. So, basically, every direction is possible. So, thank you for listening. That is the last part of my report.
Good day everyone, I'm Jeff T. Concepcion from BPED 2A. So today I discuss the shooting and goalkeeping. Shooting is hitting the ball with an attempt to score. If you want to score, you must know how to shot. Shooting is not about hitting the ball with an enormous power. You have to able to hit the goal properly. Shooting is a fundamental way to score by taking a shot. When shooting, your plant foot, follow through, and where you contact the ball is important. In taking a shot, you need to place your non-shooting foot outside the ball, with your toe pointing at the direction you are aiming to shot. If you keep the ball, you must aim higher on the ball. And if you want to send it through the air, you must aim lower on the ball. Next is goalkeeping. The goalkeeper is the last line of defense. It is important to prevent opposing team from scoring. Goalkeeper is in charge of doing whatever possible to keep the ball out of the net. And as a goalie, you can use your entire body to stop the ball. Forming a W is the best way to catch the ball. It will help you catch the ball with high speed without going through your hands. Another fundamental skill for a goalie is punting, which is how you distribute the ball upfield after making a save.
So, good day guys, I am Jerry Cardenas. So, here we're going to tackle the football terms. First, we have the attacker. Attacker is a player whose job is to play the ball forward towards the opponent's goal area to create a scoring opportunity. So, ang trabaho ng attacker ay to forward the ball to get an opportunity para makagawa ng play to score. Next is backheel, a ball kick using the backheel of the foot. So backheel, the purpose of this is to allow the player to disguise their intention and pull their opponents by facing one way and passing the ball into different direction. Next is back pass, a pass that a player makes back toward their own goal, usually made back to the goalkeeper. This is often a defensive move to restart a new phase of play. So ang back pass naman ay ginagamit to transfer the ball into a goalkeeper para makagawa ng bagong phase of play. Next is ball carrier, the player in possession of the ball, or kung sino yung nagdadalang bola sa team nila. Next is bending the ball, striking the ball off center so that it travels in a curved path, ideally for shots at goal. So si bending the ball is a kick that changes the velocity or the direction of the ball to make a goal. Kumbaga, they give a ball spin to ensure na di siya lilipad ng diretso. Next is bicycle kick, a spectacular move in which a player jumps in the air in a backflip motion, kicking the ball backward over their head. The name comes from action which mimics their legs moving as if pedaling a bicycle. So bicycle kick, they kick the ball over the head or above standing head high.
Good day everyone, my name is Joshua De Plata from Prepared 2A, and today I'm going to continue our reporting. So the first one is center spot. The spot market at the center of the field from which the kick-off is made. So the center spot is the circle in the exact center of the pitch where the ball is placed to start a kick-off. So the next one is confederation, organization responsible for football in the region. So confederation is a kind of organization for or that will represent your region. Example is the Federation International de Football Association, or known as FIFA. Next one is corner flag, the flag marking each of the four corners of the field. So corner flags are used to make it easy for referees to tell if the ball crossed the touchline, which results in a throw, or in the end line, which results in a goal kick or corner kick. If the ball hits the corner flag and bounces back onto the field, it is still in play. So the corner kick, a free kick taken from the corner of the field by an attacker. The corner kick is awarded when the ball has passed over the goal line after last touching a defensive player. The shot is taken from the corner nearest to where the ball went out. So a corner kick is awarded when the wool of the ball passes over the goal line, on the ground or in the air, having last touched a player of the defending team, and a goal is not scored. And now the cross, a fast play across the face of a goal. So in a situation of football, a cross is a medium to long range pass from wide area of the field towards to the center of the field near the opponent's goals. So crosses are generally airborne to clear nearby defenders, but can also be hit with force along the ground. It is a quick and effective move. The last one is defender, a player whose job is to stop the opposition attacking players from goal scoring. So the defender position or fullbacks in soccer play closest to their own goal and are tasked with stopping the other team from scoring. So defender must be strong and aggressive. They don't need to dribble as well as other positions, but they do need to able to tackle well. That was the defender's job.
Good day everyone, I'm Siwa Jonaline Palarca from Prepared 2A, and now I'll discuss about other terminologies about softball. So first, direct free kick. So direct free kick, a free kick in which a goal may be scored by the player taking the free kick. So direct free kick is awarded if a player commits any of the following offenses against an opponent in a manner considered by the referee to be careless, reckless, or using excessive force, a charge, jumps, at kicks, or attempts to kicks. And next is dribble. So dribble, keeping control of the ball while running. So dribble is one of the most difficult ball skills to master and one of the most useful attacking moves. In typically gameplay, players attempt to propel the ball toward their opponent's goal through individual control of the ball, such as by dribbling. And third, dummy run. So dummy run a run by a player without the ball to uh, to lure defenders away from the ball carrier. So it means dummy run is a run intended to distract defenders or to draw them away from the area you plan to attack in order to create space for a teammate. So a dummy run or move is when you don't even touch the soccer ball, but let the ball run through your legs or cut away from the ball and let it go to another player. So it's a dummy run. Okay, and next is far post. Far post, the goal post farthest from the ball. And next, FIFA. So FIFA, the acronym used for the Federation International de Football Association, the world governing body for the game of association football, which is based in Switzerland. So FIFA is the highest governing body of football in the world. Is the international governing body of association, football, futsal, and beach soccer. So FIFA is non-profit organization. And football. So football, the term used for soccer in Europe and other countries outside of North America and Australia. So football, we all know that also football, also called association football or soccer, is a game involving two teams of players who try to maneuver the ball into the other team's goal without using their hands or arms.
Good day, Biped. My name is Donamay Dandan from Biped 2A. So I will discuss the foul to goal kick. Foul is any illegal play. It is an unfair act by a player deemed by the referee to contravene the game's laws that interferes with the active play of the game. Fouls are punished by the award of a free kick to the opposing team. Free kick. A kick awarded to an opposition player when a player has committed a foul. Free kicks can be either direct or indirect. So free kick is a method of restarting play in association football. It is awarded after an infringement of the laws by the opposing team. Futsal, version of football played indoors. So futsal is a football game played on hard court, smaller than a football pitch, and mainly indoors. It has similarities to five-a-side football. Futsal is played between two teams or 5 players each, one of whom is the goalkeeper. Unlimited substitution are permitted. Give and go, also known as 1-2. When a player passes the ball to a teammate who immediately one touch passes the ball back to the first player. So give and go, also known as 1-2, is a fundamental maneuver in many team sports which involves two players passing the ball or puck back and forth. The player who has the ball or kick passes to a teammate and then repositions in order to receive a return pass and possibly create a scoring opportunity. Goal area. The rectangular area in front of the goal. It is also known as the 6-yard box because of its dimensions. So goal area is the official name for the 6-yard box. If play is stopped inside the goal area for some reasons other than a foul or misconduct, the referee drops the ball on the goal area line parallel to the goal line at the point nearest to where the ball was located when play was stopped. Goal kick. A goal kick is awarded to the defending team when the ball is played over the goal line by the attacking team. It can take by any player, though it is normally taken by the goalkeeper. So goal kick, also called goalie kick in some regions. It is a method of restarting play in game of association football.
Good day everyone, I'm Dana and Pilipino from the Ped 2A. Goal line. A line at either end of the playing field over which the ball must be carried or passed to a receiver to score a touchdown. Next is the goal mouth. A goal mouth refers to the section of the pitch that is situated at the front of the goal post. Next is the goalkeeper. Ito yung player na mag-control or siya yung taga-defend sa kalaban. Siya din yung mag-focus dun sa bola para hindi mag-goal ng kalaban. Next is the header. Ito yung player na gumagamit or ginagamitan niya ng ulo yung para maipasa or makontrol yung bola papunta sa kanya player. Next is the indirect free kick. Simply put, this is a way of restarting a football match. That means the ball cannot be kicked directly into the goal. In order for a goal to be scored from a indirect free kick, the ball must be touched by a player from either team before it crosses in the goal line. Next is the swinger. Ito yung sipa na or uri ng sipa na nakadiretso sa kapag sinipa mo direct siya sa goal line.
Good day everyone, I am Joel Marie de Sousa from Ped 2A and now I'm here to discuss some basic skills and terminologies in football. So, the next one is kick-off. So, kick-off is taken from the center spot at the start of play at the beginning of each half and after a goal has been scored. So, in football, a kick from the center of the field to start a football game or to resume it after a score. So, next one is man-to-man marking. Man-to-man marking is a defensive system where defenders are designated one attacking player to track continuously. So, man-to-man marking or man marking is a defensive strategy where defenders are assigned a specific opposition player to mark rather than covering an area of the pitch. The idea of man-to-man marking was perfected by the Italian teams in 1960s and 1970s. Next one is midfielder. So, midfielder, the playing position for players that are responsible for linking play between attackers and kickers. So, a midfielder is an association football position. Midfielders are generally positioned on the field between their teams, defenders, and forwards. Some midfielders play a strictly defined defensive role, breaking up attacks, and are otherwise known as defensive midfielders. So, next one is near post. The goal post nearest the ball. So, near post or back post, national concept referring to the position of a goalkeeper in relation to the posts. When an attacker scores a goal by placing the ball between the goalkeeper and the post to which they are closest, the goalkeeper is said to have been beaten at the near post. Next one is obstruction. So, causing obstruction, which is blocking an opponent with the body, is penalized by awarding an indirect free kick to the opposition. Impeding the process of an opponent means moving into the opponent's path to obstruct, block, slow down, or force a change of direction when the ball is not within playing distance of either player. If the ball is within playing distance, the player may be fairly charged by an opponent. So, next one is offside trap, a technique used by defenders to put attacking players in an offside position by moving quickly away from their own goal to leave attackers offside. So, the offside trap is in soccer or football is a defensive maneuver where just before the attacking opponent is about to pass the ball to a leading striker of all the defensive
backs move upfield in unison, placing the leading striker behind them in an offside position.
Hi, my name is Peli Rivera, BPED 2A, and I will discuss the offside, one-touch pass, outswinger, penalty area, penalty spot, and penalty. Then first is offside. A player is an offside position if he is nearer to his opponent goal line than both the ball and the second to last opponents. This does not apply if the player is on their half of the field. An indirect free kick is awarded to the opposing team at the place where the offside occurred. So, kapag sinabi mong offside, ito yung isang player na nasa gilid malapit sa pinaka-goal line. And hindi ma-apply ng isang player kung nasa may gitna siya ng field kasi hindi niya masisipa ng maayos yung bola kung nasa may gilid siya ng goal line, malapit sa goal line. Next is one-touch pass. A pass in which the ball is played on with a player touch. So, ibig sabihin ng one-touch pass, yung isang player siya yung unang magpapasa ng bola sa kanyang ka-teammates. Next is outswinger. A kick that swerves away from the goal. So, ang outswinger, ito yung pag sinipa mo yung bola na malayo sa pinaka-goal line. Next is penalty area, the rectangular area in front of the goal in which the goalkeeper may handle the ball. It is also known as the 18-yard box because of its dimension. So, ang penalty area, ito ay mayroong 18-yard box at ito ay rectangular pero na-extend ito ng 16.5 meters magkabilang gilid ng pinaka-goal and 16.5 naman sa may front. Next is penalty spot. The mark spot 12 yards from the goal line from which a penalty kick is taken. Ang penalty spot, ito yung point sa pinakagitna ng field at ito yung pinaka-spot papuntang goal line na madaling maka-score. Next is penalty. A penalty kick is awarded when a foul has been committed inside the penalty area in front of the goal. A penalty is taken by one player opposed only by the goalkeeper. So, ang penalty, ito yung mauulit-uli yung play ng isang laro. Tapos, yung isang player, allowed uli siya na ulit na umiscore sa goal line. And thank you.
Good day everyone, I am Angelica Misibuma and I am the next reporter. So when we say pitch, it is the soccer field of play. In soccer, a pitch is another name for the playing surface on which the game of soccer is played. A soccer pitch is also known as a soccer field. And the next one is the red card. So, a red card is issued to a player when that player has committed a serious infraction or has been issued with 2 yellow cards within the same game. The red card held up by the referee to signal that a player is being sent off. The player sent off cannot be replaced. So, when you receive red card, you must be sent off. A player who has been sent off is required to leave the field of play immediately, must take no further part in the game, and cannot be replaced by a substitute, forcing their team to play with one player fewer. And the next one is the referee. So, it is an official who is in charge in the game. The primary role of the referee is to enforce the laws of the game. All referees must know and understand this law before they referee a match. Before the match, a referee must make sure that all player equipment and match equipment meets the required standards. They must also act as a timekeeper for the match. The main role of a referee is to make sure that the rules of the game they are officiating are being followed by all players. So the next one is the sweeper. So a defensive player whose job is to roam behind the other defenders. A sweeper has no specific marking duties and is the last line of defense before the goalkeeper. The sweeper or libero is a more versatile center back who sweeps up the ball if an opponent manages to breach the defensive line. This position is rather more fluid than that of other defenders who man-mark their designated opponents. And the next one is tackle. So the tackle is to take the ball away from the opponent using the feet. A tackle in football is a defensive move in various types of football. It aims to stop an opponent who is running with the ball. In soccer, tackles are done with the feet around or against the opponent's feet. To be legal, the opponent must have control of the ball at the same time. Since soccer is a high-speed game, various rules protect the man running with the ball. And lastly is the through pass. So it is a pass played past defenders into free space to allow a teammate to run onto the ball. The through pass in soccer, also known as the soccer through ball, is a pass sent between two back defenders or through a gap in the defense into open space behind the defenders and out of the reach of the goalkeeper. It is happen when one of the players pass the ball into free space to allow his teammates to run onto the ball.
Good day everyone, my name is Kay Sergio A. Orquesa from Ped 2A. So, ang topic na punta po sa akin is, una ay throw in. The ball is thrown in after the ball has crossed the touchline. A player taking a throw in must have both feet on or behind the touchline. Must maintain contact made from behind the head. A goal cannot be scored directly from a throw-in. So ang throw-in is awarded to the opponents of the player who last touched the ball when the whole of the ball passes over the touchline, on the ground or in the air. A goal cannot be scored directly from a throw-in. If the ball enters the opponent's goal, a goal kick is awarded. So may tamang posisyon po sa throw-in. Bawal po yung parehas pong pantay po yung paa nyo pag binato po yung bola. And dapat po nakaganto po yung bola po pag binato nyo. And bawal din po yung nakataas po yung isang paa pag babato po kayo. So, ang second is a toe punt or a toe poker. A toe punt, also known as a toe poker or a toe ender, is a method of kicking the ball in association football. Unlike other methods of kicking, the toe punt uses the toe end of the boot rather than the step or laces. The toe or poke is deemed to be Romario's trademark finish. So, ang third po natin is touchline. The line that defines the other edge of the longer sides of the field of play. So, the touchline, the boundary of the field is drawn with lines. The lines on side or the long side of the field are called the touch lines or sidelines. The lines at the end of the field are called the goal lines or end lines. The center at the middle of the field is the center line which cuts the field in half. So yun nga po, ang touchline po natin is madami nga po talagang sukat. So pangapat po natin is trapping the ball. Controlling the ball with the sole of the foot. Meron po tayong apat dyan sa trapping the ball. So una po is step trap. simply step on the ball to trap it. Pangalawa is inside trap. Stop the ball with the side of your foot. Pangatlo is tie trap. Use the tie to trap the ball when the ball is lower than your chest, but too high for your foot. And the last is chest trap. Use your chest to cushion the ball down to your feet. Next po natin is volley. So, ang volley is an airborne strike in association football, where a player's foot meets and direct the ball in a angle direction before it has time to reach the ground. Since a volley occurs when the ball is in the air, they often occur in the front of goal as a result of cross or the corner. So, ang next po natin is winger. Attackers who play on the wings or flanks of the field. So, in football, a winger is an attacking midfielder in the wide position. Winger are usually players of great pace or dribbling ability, so as to provide cutbacks or cross from which strikers can score. Their main function is to support attack from the wings. Winger do much high-speed running from defense to attack. So, meron po tayong dalawang winger. Ang left winger and right winger. Next po natin is a yellow card. A yellow card is held up by a referee to signal a caution from a minor infringement. So, a yellow card is used to warn a player to behave after an aggressive or non-deliberate violent act. And there is no immediate punishment if a player receives 2 yellow cards in the same match. However, forming 1 red card, they are then dismissed from the pitch. So, alam naman po natin ang yellow card. Pag binigyan po kayo ng yellow card ng referee is meron penalty po kayo. So, the last is zone defense. Zone defense, a defensive system where defender mark a designated area of the field of play instead of tracking players across the field. So, the zone defense is a type of defense used in team sport, which is the alternative to man-to-man defense instead of each player guarding a corresponding player on the other team. Each defensive player is given a zone to cover. So, alam naman po natin ang zone defense. Kahit sa basketball po, ganyan po talaga. Man-to-man po ang ating depensa. So, yun lang po. Thank you.